One thing that Columbus, Indiana does very well is provide endless options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you want to go to a grocery store and eat home cooked meals, sit down at a restaurant, or even just grab some fast food, Columbus has it all. Columbus has two central locations with multiple grocery stores and restaurants within a 5 mile radius of 81% of the Columbus population. Columbus has done a great job at centralizing these shopping areas within the majority of the population. This is important because there are few low income areas where most people do not have any form of transportation, but are still able to walk to the Kroger, McDonald's, etc. I remember when I was in high school, we were allowed to leave campus for lunch and eat wherever we wanted off campus. When I was a freshman and sophomore, none of my friends could drive, but we were still able to go to several different restaurants because we were within walking distance of so many of them. Columbus also has a very nice park called Parkside Elementary. Every elementary schooler, middle schooler, and high schooler has stories from Parkside. It is a universal place to hang out. Whether you're playing soccer, playing basketball, hanging out at the park, watching the sunset, or anything else, Parkside is the place to be. They also have a people trail for people to walk, jog, ride bikes, and roller skate. Personally, I have many stories from Parkside. A lot of them are soccer related because I practiced there for high school soccer, but I also had my first date there with my current girlfriend. We had a late picnic and then watched the sunset while we gathered around friends. I cannot tell you how many couples there would be on any given night doing the same thing nowadays. I think my community could increase the public transportation. Like I mentioned, the majority of the population is within close proximity of grocery stores and restaurants, but there are still a lot of people who are not and live further out into the country. Aside from those without transportation, the increase in public transportation would also reduce the carbon footprint and overall help with pollution. Maybe if people did not want to use public transportation but still wanted to help the environment out, Columbus could implement a better carpooling system. For example, Cummins is the largest employer in Columbus. Driving by the different Cummins locations every day, it was always crazy to me how many people from the same neighborhood would all drive separately to the exact same building only to leave at the same time and drive back to the same neighborhood each day. One way in which I plan to help my community is to volunteer as a soccer coach this summer for Parks and Rec. The soccer enthusiasts of Columbus have been very supportive of me as a soccer player over the last few years, and I would like to be able to give back to those people by helping develop the young soccer players for a summer.